another little car episode because I have something to say. I am like 20 pages from being done. Oh my god, is my hair looking cute? This piece needs to go back up or something. Now I'm like, wait. This is why I need to be blonde. This outfit would hit so bad if I was fucking platinum blonde right now. I'm wanting to go platinum blonde. Yes, I know. But I also am wanting to go pink. I just need to do it. Like, this outfit with platinum blonde hair would be destroying everybody. But me with my brown hair, it's not boring, but the hair is not giving what I need it to give. Like, I want the hair to be as much as an accessory as everything else. You know? But I do have some things to say about this fucking truck. Ugh. I do have something to say about Twilight. New Moon, to be exact. Yes, I'm like 20 pages from like being done with the book. The first one to me, amazing, show-stopping, exquisite. This one, it has gone on from a turn of events, like the wildest of events, to me personally, in my opinion. We're starting off the book, Edward's gone. He's gone. He left her in the woods. Jacob and Sam are the ones who get her, and basically Jacob, it's like they become besties. It becomes a little bit more than besties, not for her, but for him. He's like, oh, I want all this Bella, but she's also like giving it to him too. Like, she is absolutely leading him on 100%. And so she's just trying to, like, she is super fucking depressed, like, so depressed, you know, she can barely function, but she's doing everything she can with Jacob and trying to be a little daredevil so she can hear this voice, Edward's voice to be exact. So she's doing all these things, whatever. Then it's like she's getting hunted, technically. Like, the whole point of the new moon is her and Jacob's story to build, and her to finally see Edward after the fact. So she jumps off a cliff because that's something that they do in Forks, and she did it by herself and no one else there, and she's just really fucking stupid, okay? Obviously she's like low-key gonna die, but Jacob saves her. Well, Alice, you know, Edward's sister, doesn't see all that, yada yada, so like she comes to Forks and is like, yo, what's up? Like, I thought you were dead. She's like, nah, homie, I'm here. But then Edward is like, oh, I'm sending myself to Italy to die about the Voltaire, or however the fuck you say it, and because Rosalie told me that she died, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? First off, stupid. Second off, okay. You get the point. And then like she goes there and she saves him. Whatever, right? So now they're home, and now she's like, okay, Colin's like, are you gonna turn me into a vampire or what? And they're like, wait, what? They're like, oh no, like this all impacts us, yada yada, bada bing, bada boom. I haven't finished. That's the part I left on that. That's what I have not finished. But the whole point of New Moon is for her to build up this thing with Jacob, because like if you've seen the movies, you know that they're gonna basically battle it out in Eclipse next time, in the next book. Jacob and Edward. For her love, which we all know everybody's like, oh, Team Edward. Okay, yeah, you're right. Team Edward for Bella, but not for me. No, like, obviously Edward makes sense for her. Like, she's not gonna pick Jacob. It was just like, you know, not the antagonist, but, you know, a supporting side character, but love triangle vibe, because it was the 2000s. You know, they love to do that. And so, obviously that we know that Edward is her bae. That's her bae fee. She don't need nobody else. That's her man's. But I keep thinking about it and I'm like, no. Team Jacob for myself. Because I'm like, obviously I would be Team Jacob. I love the sun. And that's another thing, like, you know, the comparison to sun. I would love to have crystal gorgeous skin though. Actually, see, I can't decide. I actually do know. See, I'm Team Jacob for the looks and everything, but in all actuality, I am Team Edward in the sense of I would be a vampire. I mean, that's the one thing that I said, if I could be any, like, mythical creature of it all, monster, whatever you want to say, it would be a vampire. I don't know, they're just so cunt to me. They really are. They are. And, like, now that you think about it, like, with Team Jacob, I don't want to become Emily. I can't do with no temper. So, yeah, that's not gonna happen. No. Sorry. Good for her, but not for me. But Team Looks, though, I'd fuck her. I'd fuck. Listen, I'd fuck hard. Hardy, hard. I mean, both of them. But I would not spend forever with him. Because also, what's the fun in him being a werewolf? Like, you cannot. I mean, you can ride on his back. Probably have really good sex. But other than that, what do you have? I would love to know. Because, like, you can rip all the benefits of the vampire. Well, if you are a vampire. But you would have to be, if you were in love with a vampire, you would have to turn. But what I will say about Edward is he is so, like, telling her what to do. He is so, I'm not turning you. He is so, I'm not destroying your soul. Well, that's not your decision to make. It is actually Bella's. I know you didn't get that decision, but she is, and let her make that decision. Because that is one thing that really pisses me off, is like, he's like, no, and that's why she's having this meeting, is because he's being weird, and I had 100% agree with her, of like, oh, if you want to be with me, yada yada, well, I'm not going to be with you when I'm fucking 30, and you're supposed to be 17. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. And I obviously know that she's gonna get turned in this whole thing, but I don't remember the last, like, 3 movies. Yeah, I don't remember Eclipse or any of the Breaking Dawns. Like, I remember, like, bits and pieces of stuff happening. I was high, but, like, as you have to be when you watch those movies, because they are so bad. Because what is Bella? Where the hell have you been, Loca? Who added that? That's what I would love to know. Who fucking added that line? This is the skin of a killer, Bella? Who added that line? Because it just makes him sound fucking crazy. And, like, yes, they are very crazy. But it was just so over dramatized. Like, it was so, oh my god. Like, I will say, that is one thing that I've been recognizing in movies, is all the extra I know it's acting, but, like, last night we watched, this is total side note from Twilight. Me and Jake watched Eternity on Apple TV. It came out this year. And girl, she was it was just like, I think that's a little bit too much. I think we can like calm down on that a little bit. Maybe just me, but I'm like, I think we can calm down on that, because like it was just getting excessive. Also, great movie in my opinion. Obviously, I knew who she was gonna end up. What happened with what? Yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was an original movie, I would say, very much so, and so I appreciate it. But back to Twilight. Also, Red Bull. Cheers. Also, yesterday I had the iced vanilla berry, and I've never had that one before. That was delicious, darling. That was really good. But Twilight. I'm reading a book a month, and so for the first 4 months of the year, technically I will be reading the Twilight books. I have never finished a book series. I still need to read Mockingjay, and that's very bad. Like, I really need to. I've read every single one. I've read Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes, The Sunrise on the Reaping, Hunger Games, Catching Fire. Did not pick up Mockingjay. Because by the time I get to the end of the series, I'm like, I really don't want to read this anymore, because I also have watched the movie, I know what happens. But it's like, you really need to finish that book. So, I have challenged myself to read one book a month. So, first 4 months, I'm going to be reading Twilight series. But for the 5th month, I am going to get The Midnight Sun, which is Twilight, but Edward's perspective. I don't know. It just sounds super fun to read. I'm excited for it. So that's May. June, I'll probably pick up Mockingjay. If not, I do want to read Lisa Rinna's memoir. Like, I want to read her book. So that comes out later, like literally I think in like two days, maybe. And I want to buy it. Not now, but like later. And read it. I think it would be fun. And it would be a different book for me to read, because normally, you know, like I said, I'm reading like Hunger Games, Twilight, things of that nature. There's other books I read, but those are more like classics, but I just have them. I haven't read them because they're so hard to get into. Because I just am not that good of a reader anyways. But I will say, New Moon, I was like flipping through those pages. Like in the middle part, the whole time she was with Jacob, like flipping through them. And now I'm struggling to read the end. But like sometimes that happens, you know? I am reading a 560-page book, so I know that's nothing to some people, but to me, that's a lot. That's a lot for baby girl. Baby girl Princess does not read a lot. Me and Princess don't. I don't read that much. But I'm challenging myself to, and that's the point. But yeah, every time I go into work, there's these 2 girls, Savannah and Noelle. Shout out when I post this, shout out to you too, because I be coming in and I'm like, what the fuck? Literally, what the fuck is wrong with these movies? And I just be bitching about it, because obviously they read it. I just be bitching about it to them, and I'm like, what the hell? Who fucking approved this? Who approved it? Who approved it? And I feel very serious about it. I really do. I do. But I think that was pretty much the end of my spiel. I don't think I have anything else to comment on the Twilight series yet. But I'll probably be back soon with another one when I start Eclipse. Love you all. See you later, munchkies.